Hello everyone, welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Danny. Danny is from England in the UK. So let's see what Danny has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello Danny, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview.
You're more than welcome. More than welcome. Anytime.
So tell me, how was your day today?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. It was your average Wednesday, to be honest. I was just in my normal 9 till 5. But yeah, yourself?
Yeah, it's been good as well. I think Christmas is coming, so it's exciting.
Yeah. Week today, it'll soon be here. It'll soon be here.
And tell me where you're from.
I live in North Wales.
Okay? Born and
Yeah.
raised?
No, I was born and raised in the northwest over in Wannington, just outside of in between Liverpool and Manchester. And then I spent 10 years living down south in the Norwich, the Norfolk area. Met my wife, and then we moved up here to North Wales.
So
Yeah,
tell me
so
something
it's
interesting. Tell me something interesting about the place where you live right now. Tell me something unique that stands out compared with other places in the UK.
okay. So obviously, it is an area. We've got Mount Snowdon up the road, so we've got the whole Snowdonia National Park. So obviously, that's quite unique. You can't get much more unique than that, to be honest. But yeah, I suppose compared to the rest of the UK, the
Uh-huh.
it's definitely more unique as in the terrain wise, because you go into England, it's a lot more hilly, shall we say, and it's more mountainous these ways with snowy mountains. But yeah, it's a lovely place. If you've never been, I'd highly recommend it. Yeah, I'd highly
I
recommend it.
see. And how far are you from London?
Driving about 4 hours. So what, 200 mile? Oh, just over 200 mile.
I
Are
see.
you
So
in
the
London?
yes, I'm based in London. Yes.
Yeah.
So the place where you are right now, it's between Liverpool and Manchester.
No, that's where I was born and raised.
Oh,
The
I
place where
see.
we are now, it's not too far. It's only 40 minutes. Oh, that one's just died. Oh, no. It's only 40 minutes down the
Hmm.
road. So it's not, yeah, it's not too far. It's not too far.
And what do you do for work for living?
So I work for a company called Temporary Solutions Group. So people who have, say, like a disaster happening in their house, they're flooded, they can't live in their house, we can go and build them like temporary solutions. So we can build them a temporary house effectively, or we can build them temporary bathrooms, temporary kitchens until they're sorted and back on their feet, basically. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
Great, amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your journey so far. Okay,
Yeah, of course.
amazing. But before we start our journey within the Magic Box, of course, got connected through TikTok, through social media, yeah? And
Yeah.
there was a phrase there that got my attention. I would like to start the interview. I'm going to read it and just tell me a little bit about it. It says there, transforming thoughts into gold. Yeah. So tell me, what do you mean by that?
So it's the story of the alchemist. So alchemy these days, if someone says alchemy or alchemist in this day and age, we instantly think, we see it in the movies. It's these weird men turning lead into gold, and they're crazy and they're obsessed with it. But over the years, that's been lost. Its real, true meanings are metaphorically. So turning that lead, your lead heart, shall we say, and through positive thinking, positive actions in your life, turning that into gold. So it's more of a metaphorical thing rather than a physical thing. So yeah, it's catchy. It's good because everyone likes the word gold.
Yes, and that's why your nickname on TikTok is The Alchemist Notebook.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it.
I see.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So eventually down the line, I would like to create some sort of journal that people could keep. So it'd be like a daily journal that would involve meditation, but involve just the alchemy twist on it, because it can be interesting. It's great diving into it. It's great reading. So yeah, so someone that can keep a log on that and yeah, just grow themselves basically. That's the main
Amazing.
goal.
Amazing. Danny, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views? Amazing. Welcome to William in the Magic Box.
Nice.
So I have here my best friend. Run the fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question. All right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yeah, of course, man.
First question for you is, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or not, who that would be and why?
That would probably be my dad. Yeah, sadly he's not here anymore, and he passed away before I was old enough to have a pint, you know, like you do your dad. So yeah, I'd probably have dinner with my dad and have a pint.
Oh, and when you think about your dad, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Oh, best memory. I probably would say it's a crazy one. We used to go on holiday every year. We used to drive over to Skegness, to like over the country. And yeah, my dad used to take the maddest route. It was round everywhere. It used to take hours upon hours. But yeah, it was fun. It was like a family tradition, shall we say. But yeah, I'd probably say that is go if I could go back, it'd be do one of them 5-hour car journeys with all the gang.
And you have siblings as well?
Yeah, I got one older sister. Yeah, one older sister.
I see. Cool.
Yeah.
Next question. Let's do it.
I feel like I'm on a game show.
Yes, you can always dance. Next question is, describe yourself in 3 words.
Describe myself in 3 words. Passionate, honest, and silly.
Interesting. And when you think about yourself, when you analyze Danny, what's the best part of being you?
What's the best part of being me? I would say my sense of humor. I've got a good sense of humor. I can happily laugh at myself as much as I can laugh at others, and I think that's a good trait to have. Sometimes you just need to laugh at yourself, don't you?
And you always been this way?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, as long as I can remember, anyway. Yeah, as long as I can remember.
Great, amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Then before the next question, tell me, you know, Christmas is just around the corner in a few days. My question for you is, what's the meaning of Christmas? You kind of person that, you know, celebrates in a way that everyone does, or for you, it's you see in a different way?
That's a good question, actually. Me and my wife, we are quite opposite of the norm nowadays. I think the norm has become load it up as much as you can. So basically, take photos, put it on social media, and show everyone how much you've got for Christmas. That's essentially what it is. We are the opposite of that. We have got a young boy. He's 15 months old, and so this would be his last Christmas was his first Christmas, but this is his like first Christmas. He knows what's happening, you know. So, but yeah, we obviously we want to spoil him, but we don't want to go mad. So yeah, Christmas is more about, especially in my opinion, it is about that family time, isn't it? My memories are having my mum cook a Christmas dinner for everyone. You know, it's more about everyone getting together. It sounds a bit cliche, but yeah, I think it's gone a little bit that. It's all about, I think it's like the build up to Christmas is the thing more than Christmas now. You know what I mean? Like the build up all the way to it, and then everyone gets to Christmas Day and goes, oh, thank God for that.
Who does the cooking on Christmas Day, you or your wife?
Me. Me on Christmas Day. Yeah. Yeah, so it can go one way or the other.
As you mentioned about your son, tell me, what's the biggest joy of being a dad?
Oh, I tell you what, it is seeing the little things he does that you do yourself. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, the little mannerisms or the little facial impressions, and you think, oh yeah, I do that. Yeah, that I'd say that. Yeah, seeing you in them. Yeah, it's great.
And through those 15 months, yeah, that he's been part of your life,
Yeah.
what's the most meaningful lesson you've learned from him?
I tell you what, don't care as much. Do you know what I mean? Don't care as much. And another, I tell you what, actually, I will say more meaning than that. Trust people a bit more. Do you know? Because kids at that age, straight away they see the good in people first, where we almost nowadays see the bad first, and then we have to traipse through for the good. Do you know what I mean? Whereas yeah, they don't do that. They see everyone's well, lovely, yeah. So that's I suppose that's a good lesson. We could all learn that a little bit.
I love that. Amazing. Right. Next question is, when have you been the most happy?
When have I been the most happy? Two times. It's always cliche. When my son was born, when I got married to my wife. But
Wow.
I will say when I was probably I'd say I'm living my most happiest times if I'm being truthful. You know, we all have our down days, but yeah, I'll probably say now is probably my happiest time.
Do you think happiness is a choice?
Yes, and if you asked me that 6 months ago, I'd said no.
And why is that? Why did you change your point of view regarding that?
Again, to sound cliche, I don't want to use spiritual awakening as a word, but for lack of better term, in matter of fact, that's what it is, I believe. Yeah, my whole mindset has definitely changed over this past 12 months. I've always been this way in mind, but I don't know. I probably the birth of my son, to be honest. You know, has made me think. You know what? There's more to it. There's more to it, and the choice of being happiness. Going back to that is yeah, it is definitely a choice. Definitely a choice.
It's so interesting how events in our lives somehow change us, you know what I mean, for the best. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
It's funny when you look back, like, my God, how interesting it is for us to change our point of views. We change the way we approach life, the way we see people, the way we connect with people. It's all
Yeah,
about like a click.
yeah, it is crazy. It almost happened overnight. It's different.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Next question. Let's do it.
I like that one.
Next question for you is, this one is going to be very easy for sure. Do you consider yourself to be a spiritual person, and how?
100%. Yeah, definitely, definitely. And how is the real question? I don't think that really. You couldn't put a label on it. How you just know within yourself. Sometimes it's just hard to explain without hearing what everyone else is trying to explain. But yeah, you just know. You know, you resonate with similar people. And then you kind of look back in your life and remember times where you think, oh yeah, you know what, that was a moment that I probably didn't recognize that something was happening. Yeah, and I think you just know deep down if that's your calling. Shall we say?
Sure. And what is being spiritual for you?
What is being spiritual? I think one big thing is being open-minded.
Mhm.
Is a big thing, yeah, because you can get too narrow-minded in your beliefs. I think being spiritual is, in my personal opinion, is being more connected with nature, most definitely, and more connected with yourself more
Mhm.
than anything. Yeah, because as soon as you start controlling what's inside, and I'm not saying I'm in control, you know what
No,
I mean? Sometimes you're wildly out of control, but yeah, slowly as I'm getting old, I'm getting more in control. So Yeah, I would say being spiritual is being able to control that inner self, shall we say?
Totally agree. Absolutely. Next one, let's do it. You like dancing, Danny?
Yeah, but no one's watching.
Like very shy. Yeah, not too much.
Yeah.
Next question is, what is the soundtrack of your life and why you consider that?
Oh, soundtrack of my life. That is a good one. I will say, uh, oh, that again, that is a hard one. I would say the soundtrack. It not necessarily the lyrics or what it's about that would be my life, but the soundtrack that pops up constantly throughout all my life, and I still love it this day, the same time as I heard it 20 odd years ago, is Kate Bush, Hounds of Love.
Wow.
Yeah, and also the cover by the Futureheads. But yeah, it's just a song that sticks with me. And if I had flashbacks right now, I've gone through all my life, and I was able to pick a song, I'd pick that song. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And why is that? Why is your connection with that song? What it does represents to you?
I don't know. Yeah, there's something about it that's just. I don't know. That it could have been a time when I could have been at a place when I first heard it. I can't remember for the life of me. But yeah, it could have been the first time I heard it was somewhere special. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, as soon as I hear it now, if you hear it on the radio and you kind of hear it, I'm like locked in. Do you know what I mean? Like locked into it. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself to be more of a day or night person?
This day and age. Yeah, I would say 30 and below night, 30 and above day.
I understand with your kid as well, for sure makes a big difference. You need to be there.
Yes.
Next one, let's do it.
I love the dance.
Of course, 2025 is already here. Yeah. And, 2024 already gone. We start a new year. I have two questions for you. The first part of the question is, when you look back in 2024, tell me something that, the highlights or something that's, somehow you're gonna bring to 2025, or you're gonna have a special place in your hearts. And the other part of the question is, this time of the year, when a new year starting, people they make new resolutions, they kind of, start this year in a positive mindset. How does it work for you?
Well, again, another good question. Yeah, highlight of 2024. We'll go with that first. I'd say highlight of 2024 was I would probably say there's so many highlights, but I'd say seeing my son take his first steps most definitely, because it's seeing a baby go to a baby to a little boy, isn't it? Seeing him run around. So I'd probably say that is highlight 2024, seeing him run around. New Year's resolutions. I normally say no. I never normally make it, because you always break them and then you feel disappointed when
That's true.
we always do. We set it way too high. Do you know what I mean? You think by February I'm gonna have six pack, and then on January 28th, So I normally say no, but this year I have, because I'm starting this little journey into TikTok. I want to start more digital marketing, have a career, so spend more time at home with the little one, not running myself to the ground. So 2025. I'm going to get myself in better shape. I'm going to vlog that, and I'm going to use that as my push, and I suppose and hold myself liable going forward. So I think I am going to make one this year, and that is to make me online business succeed and be healthier and have a six pack by this time next year. We'll do one this time next year. I'll have six.
The pressure's on you now, okay? All right. Next question for you is, do you have a unique ability that you think no one has or you never met before?
Probably not. No, not that no one has. Anyway, no, I think that no one has. Yeah, no, I don't think so. No. Do you?
Actually, when I was thinking about that, oh look, I don't know if this I don't know if someone can do that, but look what I can do. Oh, and don't
I,
tell me you can as well.
I swear to God, you know what? I nearly said that, but I thought, yeah, I swear. Oh no, let me get you a shot. And you can
Oh my
dislocate it,
God,
yeah? And I'll tell you this. I know.
that's so funny. I can do only with my left hand, not with the right one.
I can only do it with my right, not with my left.
It's crazy. Look.
Yeah. And I tell you what, the story goes how I learned how I could do that. I was doing hand paintings in nursery, so it was obviously what 3, 4 year old, and I can't remember doing the hand paintings, but when you stretch your hand out fully, it pops out, doesn't it? And the thumb sticks up.
Yeah,
Obviously, I was trying to put my hand flat, and the thumb was raising. So I remember him speaking to my mum and saying, "Yeah, his hand won't go flat," and that's one of my earliest memories there. But yeah,
there we go.
no
Oh my
way.
God, such a coincidence because I've met people they do something different, but never like that. And I don't feel any pain. Do you? I don't feel any pain. It's just it's a
Yeah, no,
dislocation. Oh, there you
yeah,
go.
good, yeah, that
Love
is
it.
crazy.
Next, tell me something, Danny. What's the meaning of life for you?
The meaning of life. I would say the meaning of life to me is living by yourself. Not living by yourself, but living by who you truly are. And do you know what I mean? You want to be able to look back at life. And I personally want to be an old man and thought, you know what? Yeah, I made some mistakes, and I probably should have done this, I should have done that. But I want to look back and say that was me throughout it all. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to be someone else. But we've all been there, don't we? When a teenager, you don't know who you are. You're a different person all the time. But yeah, I think you should look back and just think, yeah, I've been me there. No matter what, it could be an absolute disaster. But as long as you were being you.
Tell me tell me a lesson that life has taught you that for you very grateful for it. Something that life somehow show you or taught you something that you go like, okay, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, I'd probably say life's taught me that it's not guaranteed. Tomorrow's not gonna happen, and we all live like, I'll be all right tomorrow. And I'm guilty for it, but it's not guaranteed. Do you know what I mean? That's what life is definitely to me. Yeah, tomorrow you don't know. You don't know.
That's so true. 3 questions left. Let's do it.
Let's go. These are good questions. Do you come up with these? Yeah, they're good questions. I'm terrible at asking questions. They're
Okay,
good.
so before the next one, let's go back to your social media. Yeah. So tell me, when was the idea for you to start your page? Yeah, that's the first part of the question. When you kind of go, okay, you know what? Let me start this journey. And the second part of the question is, what's the idea behind? What would you like people to take with them when they watch your videos on TikTok or Instagram?
Okay. When did I start? That was probably about 6 months ago. Had the idea. Do you know when the ideas start? And then probably a month went by of I'll do it tomorrow. You know that old chestnut. And then I finally decided to do it. And yeah, just thought there's no time like the present. There's no time like the present. But yeah, what I'd like people to take from it is I'm just a normal bloke. That's what I want them to take. I'm not some. If you look on Instagram, you know, and they're showing you walking around this place and that place. I'm just a normal bloke with a normal wife, normal kid. He's extra special. But yeah, I'm just a normal bloke, and that's what I want people to take from it. I want to be relatable. I want them to think, you know what? I know. I've known that from life. And my wife always says it. I'm easy to talk to. I'll talk to anyone. Everyone. You should be able to speak. It doesn't matter if you're homeless on the street or you live in a big old mansion on the Wirral. Still speak to them, can't you? And that's how we all should be. But yeah, so I'm just a normal guy. That's what I want people to take from it.
What's your star sign astrology?
Scorpio.
I'm Scorpio as well.
What date?
Oh my God, I'm scared to say now. After our coincidence with our
Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it?
17th of November.
21st. So we're nearly there.
Ooh, nearly there. would be too perfect. That's funny. Yeah, we just gone now, Scorpio. It's a time where that. Do you like celebrating birthdays?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I call it's a journey around the sun rather than a birthday. So yeah, 34 journeys around the sun. When you put it like that, sounds pretty impressive.
Amazing. Next question for you is, what's your morning ritual?
A morning ritual. Well, not the greatest ritual at the minute, to be honest. It's because I either do early starts in the morning, like tomorrow, for instance, down in London. So 4:30 over at the yard, and then drive down to London. So morning routine tomorrow morning will be wake up, have a cup of coffee, and wait for the car to warm up. That'll literally be it. But yeah, to be honest, morning routine on a weekend: wake up, cup of coffee, relax with the sun, watch children's TV, of course. Yes. So that, in all honesty, that's the morning routine nowadays. I would love to say it's wake up and sit there for 30 minutes in complete silence and zen, but yeah, that would be lying.
I think when you have a child, it's all about the child. It's all around their timing. It's all about their needs.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. 2 questions left. Let's do it.
Go.
Okay, next question is, what is a negative thing that happened to you that came out as a positive thing in the end?
Oh, so it's a big one, and I would say it was a positive one years later. So when I was 16, 17, that's when I lost my dad. So I would say that's obviously a big negative, and yeah, beat myself up for years and years. But I would say a positive nowadays is it is my my push to speak about my feelings a lot more and be there for my son a lot more and do everything I can. Yeah, and I try and tell others to speak more about it. Yeah, because we all need to. We all need to. So I would say that's a positive come out of it. It's made me be able to speak about my feelings a lot more, definitely.
Wow. It's interesting saying that, Danny, because, men, we've been raised in a way that we cannot share feelings, we cannot show emotions, we need to be strong and be strong men. However, I believe nowadays people, they are more open-minded about it. I think, men...
Nowadays, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel that as well. I think a long way to go still. However, I don't know if social media, I don't know if people like you, spreading positivity, spreading positive thoughts, if that helps people. But nowadays, I think men, they are more open-minded about it.
Definitely, a lot. Yeah, I reckon it's the younger generation, us and below, most definitely. Us and above, obviously, they're in their ways. Because, like you say, we was brought up to be stern-faced. You know what I mean? You have to. You're the breadwinner and all the pressure's on you and you can't, but as times have changed, it is much better. But I still think the stigma is definitely still there though, especially in the majority of the workforce, because I'm in that sort of world, you see. So in the, shall we say, obviously, but it's the man world, everyone's a manly man, you know what I mean? And I'm like the weird one. You know? But yeah, it is still mad to see that mentality is still definitely a thing. Where I reckon 9 out of 10 of the people at my place wouldn't speak about to each other anyway. They might speak to their spouse, but yeah, I reckon 9 out of 10, definitely.
Do you cry easily?
Oh yeah. Oh, set me off. No problem. Anything set me off. I was crying the other week. Me and the missus, we like Strictly Come Dancing. That's you'd never admit that in the workforce, right? It was that type of play. So if they're watching this, that's it, done. But yeah, I was watching Strictly, and this year they had the comedian on there. I can't remember his second name. Chris, his name was, but he's a blind comedian. I was crying at him on the first night. Yeah, I just couldn't. Yeah, it just hit me. Yeah, so yeah, there's your answer. I was blind. crying at a man dancing. So yeah.
I love that. It's amazing. Wow. Great. Last question. Ready?
I'm ready.
Do with last question. But before the last question, there was another phrase there that says in your profile, journey with self-discovery. Yeah?
Yeah.
What is about this phrase?
So the journey of self-discovery, it goes back to what I was actually saying earlier about the meaning of life, I suppose. Discovering ourselves, we're all too lost up in discovering what everyone else is about. Everyone else's interest, what do they think about you? And when you're not really thinking about what do you think about yourself, we don't ask ourselves, who are we enough? We don't ask ourselves the question. We don't discover who we are before basically letting the internet mold us into who we are, you know? So it's nice to step away and just be yourself. Think about them thoughts in your head. Think, why are they asking? Sometimes, why are you going against them thoughts? And just, yeah, the journey of self-discovery, thinking who you are. And then at the end of your life, you can go back and you said, I've been me. I've been me.
Cool. Last question is, what will be the title of your memoir?
The title of my memoir? How not to do it. Yeah. It'd probably be like,
Tell me about it.
How not to do it. Nah, joking. Title of my memoir. I tell you what it'd probably be. It'd probably be It Gets Better.
Wow.
Yeah, It Gets Better.
And why is that? Why that will be the name of your memoir?
Because if you stick at it, and no matter what, with positive mind for anything, it does get better over time. Life gets better. You know what I mean? We all joke, you know, we wish we were younger and that. But being in my 30s, it is great. Life does get better. You know what I mean? People treat you with more respect. They treat you like they should treat you for some reason. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, life does get better. It does get
It does
better.
for sure. It does for sure. I agree.
Yeah.
Right, it's not yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Okay.
Let's start with money.
Say again, sorry.
Money.
Greed.
Family.
Everything.
Life.
Love.
Fear.
Accepted.
I like that. Love.
Life.
Religion.
Control.
Sex.
Overrated.
Politics.
I don't want to swear, but yeah, load of codswallop. Codswallop.
Okay. Friendship.
Necessity.
Desire.
Oof. Did I would say friendship for it. Is there another one? Have you got a last one?
No, it's okay. Just whatever comes to your mind, not right or wrong.
Desire, I'd say friendship.
Okay. Regrets.
Less.
Success.
Success. Fiction.
Wish.
That's a hard one. Wish, the first thing that comes to my mind, wish. Well.
Okay. Happiness, one word.
Happiness.
Yeah.
Sadness.
One word for England.
Has been.
Wow.
One word, hyphenated. We'll call it one word. Has been.
Amazing. If you could define all your videos on TikTok in one word, what that would be?
eclectic.
I like that. And the last one now, if you could define 2024 in one word, what that would be?
Wild.
Wow. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your wife for a coffee, and I'm going to ask her, what is the most beautiful thing about Johnny? What's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What should say?
Most beautiful thing she would definitely say is my givingness, my caring. I give a lot. I get that off my mum, definitely. I'd give my last pound if you needed it more. You know, I'm that type of person. And the thing that I need to work on more is how to hold on to my last pound more.
She knows you very well, so she knows what she's talking about.
Yes, yeah, she does.
Let's play now, Danny, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, before you asking the question, I would like you to leave a message to people who watch this interview right now. 2025. What if would be your message for this year, new year, for people watching right now?
Whatever it is you're thinking about starting, whatever it is, start now. Just do it now. What's the worst that can happen? You win. Do you know? Just start now. If you lose, who cares? Then you're in the same position you are now when you're hearing me say this. So start now.
Amazing. Okay, Danny, you can ask me a question now.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. Are you confident enough? Do you speak about your mental health to others, friends? Have you got a friendship group that you feel comfortable and open enough to speak about how you're doing? Okay.
Oh, wow, what a great question, Danny. What a great question.
Thank you.
I do. I have those, I have great friends around me that I can talk about anything, you know what I mean? Friends that I see very often, friends that, I can pick up my phone and call anytime. They're going to be there for me. People who, I talk about my weakness, my days. Sometimes we have those days when you're not feeling the best, you know what I mean? They don't understand why. Sometimes we even don't understand. And I have friends that I can talk about anything, and they can tell me off as well. They see that I'm doing something that's not right, or I'm going in a direction that I'm not. They think that's not the right me, the right William. So they call back, they call me and say, "William, you know what? I don't think this is good for you. I don't think you are expressing yourself in a way that you should. I cannot see the real William there." So I have moments in my life, and I'm very lucky to have great people around me. I call my best friends angels, because they know, you know what I mean? They know who I am, and they know who the person who I am, and they know that I can be my truly self with them. So yes, I think I've been very, very grateful for that. And I think nowadays, even though could be uncomfortable topics, you know what I mean? Sometimes you feel like, but I feel too open to talk about that. I don't have any problems. And, I think when you know someone very well, somehow you have this openness. You feel like you can just be your true self. So yeah, I do. I love that. Absolutely.
No, good. I'm glad. Yeah. Because a Woody shared is a Woody halved, definitely. So, totally. You know what I mean? Yeah, pass it on. Love that.
And the opposite as well. I had my great friends. They always come up to me as well if they want to talk about different topics, something that they want to ask my opinion about it. And I'm here, and I always will be.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great trait to have. You know what I mean? If people are coming to you, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a blessing and a burden if people are attracted to you know, because even when you do, you're weighted down with your own problems. But sometimes helping others, it relieves you from your own problems, and you can find help in yourself. And again, we should listen to ourselves, because we always give good advice. You know, when you actually listen to sometimes, you know, when someone's come to you with a problem and you've said something to him, and you've said it from the heart. That's how you truly are. But sometimes we should go, you know what? I should probably do that.
I think our intuition is very strong as well. Follow your intuition. It says a lot about you, for sure.
Definitely.
Did you enjoy the interview?
I loved it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's good. It was good.
Thanks again, Danny. Thanks for taking the time for the interview. Thanks again for being so kind and sweet. And I wish you the best for your news, this journey that you've been put your
Thank
time,
you.
in social media. I think people nowadays, they appreciate real people when they are expressing the way they are, their simplicity, you know what I mean? People, I think nowadays, social media, they sell a lot of perfectionism that does exist. So people, they love to connect with people when they are, being themselves and sharing their journey there. So yeah, carry on with your page, and I'm sure people
Thank
appreciate
you.
that for sure.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been great. I look forward to seeing it. Yeah, it's fun.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Positive message. I would say live life like tomorrow isn't guaranteed,
Hmm.
and live life and do the things where if you look back, would you regret it? No. Do the things that don't leave any room for regret. Just do it. Just do it.
Amazing.
And you have a great Christmas and New Year. You
You
know what I
too.
mean?
Yeah, for you, your wife, and your kids, and keep in touch.
Thank you very much. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Appreciate it. See you later, William. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.